I have one baby quilt to make as a gift for every month until February. This quilt is for baby October. I brought this beautiful fat quarter bundle from Morgan Kelly Quilts. There's a link in my bio to her Instagram. So I decided just to make a basic square patchwork quilt. The fabric didn't really need a crazy pattern to be beautiful. I started by cutting the longest side of my fat quarter into a 6.5 inch strip and cut that strip into 3 6.5 inch squares. I did this with all 12 fat quarters in the bundle for a total of 36 squares. There was plenty of fabric left over on each fat quarter, so I could easily make a second baby size quilt out of it. I'm planning to make this a 6x6 square baby quilt that will finish to about 36 inches on either side. To go a little faster, you can cut all of your strips and stack them up to cut your squares, but I enjoy the process, so I just took it one square at a time. After I cut all of my squares, I gave it a 1 second press to flatten the fold mark, and now I'm ready for layout. After finishing the layout, I got right to work piecing the top together. Working in rows, I sewed together sets of 2, and then grabbed 2 sets of 2 and sewed those together, and then kind of pulled it off the back and added its last row to it. I pressed my seams to the side. You're not going to get me on team press them open. So if you see, I did the top row is to the right, and the bottom row is to the left so that they will nest and not be on top of each other. Then I pinned right at the intersection and sewed them into sets of 2, and then did a set of 4, and then added that last row on the bottom. I pressed the seams to one side on the back, and here's the reveal. This was a very quick project, but it's still so beautiful. It's just letting the fabric speak for themselves. Alright, I finished my top, so now it is time to glue baste it. I got out my trusty giant roll of batting and trimmed a piece to size, then rolled it up and put it back. It's very heavy. I got my backing fabric, which is Snuggle Flannel from Joann Fabrics. It is on its best sale right now, so if you need some Snuggle Flannel, run. I covered my table to protect it from glue and layered the backing fabric on top of the batting, sprayed it, pressed it, sprayed it, and so on and so forth. I just peel back a section, spray a section, and repeat. Then you do the same exact process with the top. There's a link to the glue spray that I use in my bio. It's awesome. I'm never gonna use another one. I love it. I guess I should start this video by saying if TikTok gets shut down, you can still follow me on Instagram. I have been posting every second of every craft there forever. I actually stopped because I've been doing more on TikTok. But here I am quilting. I just put on my walking foot, which helps feed it through easier, and went to the left and right of each seam line. It's just a really classic style of quilting, and I did it in about 30 or 40 minutes. So here it is. I just have to bind it. I was gonna do it tonight, but I'm tired, and I'd rather not do my least favorite part while I'm tired and grumpy. And guys, Bruce met a baby today. Look how freaking cute. It is binding day. I started by squaring off the edges, cutting off that extra, and cutting 2.5 inch strips to make my own binding. I joined them end to end at an angle, and then pressed the seams open and pressed the strips in half. I think I finally have binding under control. I still don't enjoy it, but I think I understand enough that I'll actually tell you step by step what I do in my next video, but for now, you're just gonna see me doing it super fast. I think I have it figured out though. I used that same wavy stitch that I used last time, and I really liked it, but I will say I had to put a heavy duty needle on my machine for this step because the corners got they were a little too thick. So these were the 2 best mitered corners. The other 2 are not particularly perfect. So here she is pre-wash. It's in the washing machine as we speak, so reveal soon.